Okay, be honest. When was the last time you just sat still? No phone, no TV, no podcast whispering in your ear like a productivity ghost. Just silence. Chances are, that idea made you uncomfortable. And yeah, same here. We scroll TikTok while watching Netflix while replying to texts. There are TikToks split into two screens now, so you can watch a TikTok while watching a TikTok. Why do we do this? What are we running from? Well, part of it is that our brains were never designed for this much stimulation. They evolved to notice danger, chase food, and get excited about new stuff because new stuff could be useful or could kill us. Now, that new stuff is an endless feed of short videos, hot takes, and microdopamine hits. And we're hooked. The usual explanation is dopamine, the pleasure chemical. But actually, dopamine isn't about pleasure, it's about anticipation. It gets released before the fun, not during. It's your brain saying, hey, something good might happen. Go chase it. This was useful when food was rare or when we needed to keep hunting even after failing. It kept us motivated. But in a world where stimulation is everywhere, dopamine gets overwhelmed. Fast. Imagine a button that gives you $5 every time you press it. Dopamine says, cool, let's press it again. But eventually, $5 isn't exciting anymore. So the button gives you 100. Dopamine spikes, briefly, then it settles. Eventually, even the 100 feels meh. And if it goes back to 5, you feel worse than when you started. It's not about the value, it's about the difference between your reward and your new normal. Once something becomes your baseline, your brain stops caring. That's why a quiet walk used to feel great. Then we added music, then podcast. Now it's music, plus a podcast, plus checking messages while walking your dog and planning dinner. And suddenly, a silent walk feels painfully boring. This is the overstimulation trap. We keep adding inputs, raising the bar, and lowering our satisfaction. And there's no built-in limit. For people with ADHD, this hits even harder. ADHD brains often have lower baseline dopamine, so we crave novelty more intensely just to stay engaged. A simple task feels unbearable, but something new, exciting, chaotic. That lights up the brain like fireworks, so we multitask. We jump tabs. We open apps, scroll, switch, scroll again. And it works briefly, until even that becomes our baseline. And then we're back to chasing stimulation again. At this point, you might be thinking, okay, we broke our brains. Are we doomed? Nope. Here's the good news. Your brain can adapt. It's neuroplastic, but the fix requires something uncomfortable, boredom. Yep, that thing we've been avoiding at all costs. That's the reset button. Try walking without headphones, eating without a screen, sitting with your own thoughts for 5 minutes. At first, it'll feel like withdrawal. Your brain will beg for input. But with time, you start to notice things again. Your baseline lowers. $5 becomes enough. This isn't about quitting tech or going full monk mode. It's about choosing stimulation intentionally, not drowning in it by default. Because your attention is one of the most valuable things you have. And the world is constantly trying to rent it. Maybe it's time to take it back.